Hello, my star seeds. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Okay, all of you, all of you. Thank you. This is for Aries, and as you know, this is the past life series. Now, this is the thing, Aries. I had a challenge with your shuffling. I'm talking a challenge because an extra oracle came out on for this reading that I'll show you afterwards. But I had a challenge through the whole thing because I normally pre shuffle before I actually shuffle, and sometimes the if the card itself falls on the floor, I do not deal with it. I just put it back in the deck. If it jumps on the table, it's a different story. So, lordy, the shuffling was intense, and they popped out. Now, Aries, I am assuming and hoping that you're here because you have already viewed the past life intro video regarding this reading. Because I don't want anyone having the wrong perception about the readings, okay? So if you haven't watched the video on the intro, please do so before watching this one because it has some interesting updates on there. So in this case here, right before I go ahead and I turn your oracles on your past lifetimes, I need for you to ask a question regarding your current life, the now, your current life. And you need to say it out loud. I'm not talking about screaming or yelling or whatever like that. Just say it loud to as if to yourself. Because the vibrations are very important. If you can't, then say it silently and focus on that question, saying it 3 times, okay? Before I turn your oracle cards over. So, with that being said, just wanted to introduce you to your beautiful card. I hope you can see it. Let me see. Oh, there you go. You see it a little bit? Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful illustration for Aries. And I was fascinated by a particular individual that was introducing the beginning of Aries as to why it's in the first house, why it is the first sign. And it's so biblical. You really need to check it out and find out all about it because some people are not aware of how powerful Aries is. It's the first sign that actually pushes forward. So just keep that in mind. I normally shuffle your cards with my gloves on because I do not want to transfer any of my energies. So I took them off, gloves off, ready to fight. Okay, here we go now, Aries. Whoa, someone else had that too. You may have been in the same lifetime, and somebody else had that one too, so you may have been in that lifetime as well. These lifetimes do not go in any order at all, okay? None, because this may have occurred first, or that one may have occurred last, or this one may have occurred first. So, depending on the lifetime, okay? And now the oracles tell you exactly the topic they are concentrating on or focusing on, okay? So your first one is transportation, and I want to tell you this has a lot to do with time and timing, okay? As well as finding with this lifetime, finding stability, okay? Now, your second one is farm, which I find very interesting. I love this. And then the last one is wisdom, okay? But a particular oracle kept popping out or falling or jumping onto the table. And I just have to take it because it's like they're telling me, bitch, grab me. I'm here. And it was the high priest or priestess. So we'll go into that in a moment. But let's start with transportation, okay? Because it's also very interesting. So this is here a reminder, the past lifetime, so that you can connect the dots and see what is happening to you in your current life that may have been associated as a memory from these past lifetimes. Okay? Please read that, not read, please watch the video on intro. It explains things, Aries, okay? Now, this oracle signifies that you had intense experiences involving transportation in prior lifetimes. This is especially true if you presently have phobias related to airplanes or cars and so on. And these fears don't dissipate as a result of getting traditional counseling or hypnotherapy, as far as I'm concerned, okay? Now, you likely suffered a traumatic past life event in some type of vehicle, which has caused you to lose trust in it, okay? Now, you may have been involved in the invention of a form of transportation or related technology, and that knowledge wants to serve you in this lifetime. This includes those who lived during the time of Atlantis, because that's what this is leading to. You most likely were in the time of Atlantis, when transportation was fueled by solar and crystal power. So many of you are interested in crystals, okay? And also in forms of power, like solar power. Now, your life purpose might involve reawakening the knowledge of alternative modes of transportation, which could be environmentally beneficial to the whole world at this time. So keep that in mind. It's very interesting, Aries. Now, going into the lifetime in the farm, this is actually asking you to reconnect, Aries, to reconnect, okay? There's no indication of water here, but there may be elsewhere, but there's no indication of water here. But this is farm, sort of a farm life, but it's asking you to reconnect to it. Your past life on a farm is most likely influencing the situation you're inquiring about. Because at one time you enjoyed a simple, happy life, and you crave that simplicity once more. Now, you may have enjoyed the warmth of an extended family during your farm life. Your angels might also be nudging you to become self-sustaining by growing your own food, as you did in a prior lifetime. And you most likely carried forward your so-called green thumb and the ability to grow plants well. There's a lot of green here. Much has to do with your heart. So keep your heart open. Now, this oracle is asking you again, as I'm telling you, it's asking you to reconnect with animals and nature, which were part of your past lifetime on a farm. All right? And if you had a past life accident involving farm equipment, this may carry forward to an unexplained injury in this lifetime. You've also had relationships in that lifetime that you're playing out in this one. Your body will tell you which situation fits. So notice any goosebumps, chills, or other physical reactions as you are listening to all of your life past lifetimes. Okay? Very important. But many of you need to open your heart, or you are in the process of doing that. There's also much love that was involved in this lifetime. Beautiful, beautiful farm. Beautiful. Love that card. Love the oracle. And your next one is wisdom. I love unicorns. Oh my gosh, that unicorn is beautiful. If you notice, the unicorn is his or her head is downward. Look at that beautiful hair. A lot of you have beautiful hair. Now, it's looking downward and aiming towards the farm, which is where you picked up most of that wisdom. But the main wisdom was picked up here. So, this here, looking downward, they're reflecting, meditating, seeing things in a different perspective, with a different perspective, okay? Seeing things as they are. And the white indicates purity and truth, which comes along with wisdom. So, let's go a little bit deeper into wisdom, okay? Because this is letting you know and wanting you, alerting you that you need to believe in yourself. Because this here, this involved this lifetime in what we call today a career. And it may be aiming at the farm because this may be what you may need in this lifetime. This connection. Okay? Aries, this oracle indicates that you have tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes that wants to resurface now. Even if you've never thought of yourself as particularly wise, this oracle indicates that you learned important lessons and information that will serve you and others if it's reawakened now at this time. Now, this oracle can indicate that it's time for you to return to, let's say, return to a school or to seek additional education of some sort. You know, of some sort. So it's leading in that direction. But again, maybe it's agriculture and something to do with animals or with this type of lifetime on a farm, because it's aiming in that direction. This may even be a sign that you're changing your career path. You're thinking it over. You analyzing it. You're more or less taking it apart to see if there are other paths, because there are. But it's aiming at one. Now, your re-emerging knowledge is guiding you toward work that is more meaningful, because when the work is not meaningful, it kind of draws you back. It holds you back. It's like blocking the flow that should be there. This is why they urge you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to your true interests and passions. Because it's there. And you know, the universe will give it to you. Because it's already there. It's just waiting to be released for the now. So please be aware of your lifetimes and connect the dots. Now, let's go a little deeper with the High Priestess. The High Priest or Priestess. Because this is really fascinating, and it does go with some of the lifetimes, of past lifetimes. Now, the Priestess is, guess what? It is an aha moment. Like, I knew it. I just knew it. I felt it in my bones. I knew it. Okay? Now, let me bring her up. Now, you probably already know that you were a high priest or high priestess during one or more prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. Now, you also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, and this oracle is urging you to put it into greater practice, okay? Now, Aries, it's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. The pre-sorting of these oracles did spit out the healing woman, and healing man. So you may have healed in the past, helping others, because that's what you did in the past. You taught others, and you felt like you needed to help the world at this time. So this oracle urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities, because you do have them, okay? Or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. There's nothing wrong with your beliefs, but you need to believe in yourself, because you do have those powers. Like the magician, as above, so below. As below, so above. You have everything you need. Everything to manifest. Okay, Aries? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now, this is the twist here. I went ahead and I took out my Under the Roses. And I usually use this deck. It's a different system. It has nothing to do with this scenario here. I usually use it for relationships. I don't use it for, now remember, relationships could be any kind of relationship. But I don't use them for anything else, just this particular deck. I use the other Lenormands for other things, you know, in readings. But I use the beautiful Under the Roses just for relationships. And today, it may cover more than just relationships. So here we go. I shuffled. Again, I had a challenge with this one too, man. I mean, it was just unbelievable. So here we go. Oh my gosh, this particular card, this is a different system now. This particular card, Kate, it popped out 3 times. I was like, oh no. Or I shouldn't say oh no, it's just a warning. It's a warning. And then you got, so you have the snake, the moon, and the tree. Let me tell you something really quick, Aries. Being that the moon is in the middle, this is you right here. Feminine energy here, right here. This is really blending in with things here. But this is illuminating intuition. Okay. You know things. There's a knowing about certain things, and it comes from your priestess lifetime. So this is the now. This is the now. Now let's go into the snake. Listen carefully. The snake, I'm telling you now, is I will never say in this particular area that it could be a masculine or feminine energy. No. This particular card here indicates that it is a female energy. Okay? Female. So the female could be in your life if you're a male, or female, whatever, whatever. But it's a female energy. Okay? Now, let's just talk a little bit about this female energy. Now, in your surroundings right now, at this time in this lifetime, you have someone, this female energy, that's quite deceitful and has a hidden agenda. Lies often, or tells you have truth and whatever. But you often feel that something is up. I would consider this female energy, or something of like a dangerous woman. Okay, and it could be another woman in your life. In other words, someone. It's considered the other woman. The other woman. If you understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from, okay? That's what it is. This is a cheating situation. This individual has a weak character. And they could easily be compromised. They don't mind betraying. There's jealousy and manipulation involved in here. And it involves a very long process because they have a hidden agenda. The other warning sign here is not to lend money out. Do not lend money. Okay? Don't lend anything out. It ain't for them to take. Okay? The individual can also involve like defamation, and betrayal. All right. To keep pay attention to the people around you. But this is the thing, because the moon is in the center, and it's you, Aries. You know who this female energy is, and they're quite abusive. They're envious, So keep a distance, because they do have compromised values. All right. This affects here. This one here, can affect your large intestine and digestive system. It is a neutral card. It's ruled by Mars and Cancer and Scorpio. So you might be dealing with someone that's Cancer or Scorpio in your surrounding, or that may have Cancer or Scorpio when they're rising. But this is a hidden agenda, so please don't lend out money. Okay? It flows here into you because you are aware. I mean, you might not have said anything yet, but you are quite aware of what's going on. Like I said, you might not say anything right now, but please listen to that priestess, because in a past lifetime, it does indicate that you were. So you know a lot. You know a lot. Okay? You have a lot of knowledge. Use it. Use it. Now, there are secrets that are going to be revealed. So keep vigil. I mean, on that, because there are some secrets that are going to be revealed. And the thing is that you've been suspicious about these situations, and so it's finally going to be like, I would say, validated or confirmed for you that that's what it is. Okay? And now let's just go into the moon. The moon itself, as I said, is a sign of you being very intuitive as well as loving. Some of you perform rituals during the full moon, have the moon, the phases of the moon. You do rituals. Okay? You're very loving and you're very caring. And as I said to Gemini, because I think Gemini got this too, you're very hypnotic and seductive. very seductive looking. Um, you like to have, you like to play seductive games as well. And you like to be within the entertainment field, which could be anything. It could be staging, propping, um, sing the band's music, any of that. You have great psychic abilities, and many times you end up having great emotional satisfaction. Many of you have to work at night, all around. You got to work at night, okay? But you need your rest. You need your rest, okay? There's water. You need to drink a lot of water so that your organs won't dehydrate. There's going to be a bunch of changes. On this situation, 7 is not being able to decide what to do or how to do it. On the moon, you have a 32, which turns into a 5, which is changes, like almost constant changes. And under the tree, which we'll go to next, you have a 5, which indicates changes. So some of you are making changes in every aspect of your life, which is pretty cool. I mean, and because the changes that you'll be making are changes that are going to make you happy. Okay? This also indicates reputation. Many of you have built a great reputation. All right? I think this is beautiful. This is also indicating a spiritual life and creativity, great creativity, and a vocation. Many of you use your imagination and within your dreams and your fantasies because you love romance. And you are yourself a romantic attraction. Which is just beautiful. But this is you, and you know, you have a knowing. Lordy, Lordy, you have a knowing on what is going on. Going into 5, which is the tree. Again, there's going to be many changes. And they're going to be pretty good changes, okay? This is a karmic card, which I wanted to remind you that with the moon here, this is a positive card, but it's ruled by the moon and by the water signs. So many of you are dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? Yeah, and of course, I think I mentioned Cancer and Scorpio with the snake. But here with the moon, this is ruled. It is ruled by the moon, and the moon within the moon, and water signs. Okay, just keep that in mind. Now, as I said, let's go to the 5, and this is beautiful if you look at it, because it does have to do with ancestry. It also has to do with soulmate. Now remember, soulmate doesn't mean that somebody will be with you for the rest of your life, okay? It just means it's someone that you can relate to, you're like-minded, etc. Some of you work with wood. You work with wood and you love wood of different forms, or trees. You love different trees, like the oak tree. This is an indication that many of you need to eat more greens as well regarding health, because the tree is a symbol of health and growth. If you are having a business, if you have a business, this is a knowing again. It's a knowing again. If you have a business, there's going to be growth in it. Okay? It is asking you to be patient. There may be a family extension for some of you. This will resonate with some and not with all. Some of you may either planning to have children or having or are expecting children. The tree does ask you to ground yourself via meditation and practice, spiritual balance. Okay, it deals with healing. Isn't that funny? It deals with healing, and I say it's funny because the healing card came out for woman and man, and wow, so it's relating to the right here, to the now, to the present. You like to lead a healthy lifestyle. Even though you may have to need more greens, you do have a healthy lifestyle. And you love the growth and development because you get involved in it. But this also has to do a lot with your lineage or your roots or heritage or ancestry. Your business is going to branch out. You're going to branch it out. It's going to grow and you're going to branch it out. But you already know that. You know that already. And again, this is a karmic card. We are all right now in a karmic cycle. Pay attention. Keep an open mind. Okay? Deal with your root, your root chakra. Deal with your root chakra. Okay? Being that this is calling out for roots in ancestry, family, so forth. But you need to work with your root chakra. Now, this is ruled by the sun, south lunar node, which is karmic, and it's a neutral card because it can go either way. It depends on you. But you have a knowing, Aries. Isn't that beautiful? You have a knowing. Wow. And it's been going on through most of your lifetimes. Okay? This is the top one, the priestess. Wow. Thank you, Aries, for allowing me to entertain you for a short period of time. Love you guys. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself. Believe in yourself. Namaste.